In eFootball, you think you are controlling the game, but really you are just afraid to lose the ball. Possession football feels safe, but most players fall into a trap. Endless passing, no purpose, no threat. Deep down it's fear. Fear of making a mistake, fear of giving up possession, so instead of attacking, they hide behind meaningless passes. The thing is, if you are not seeing your striker when you pass, you can't just keeping the ball for the sake of it. I have been there too. You pass sideways, back to midfield, reset, and before you know it, your attack goes nowhere. It feels like you are in control, but you are actually just stuck. What really makes the difference is vision. Being able to spot your attacker and finding that pass that actually leads to a real chance. That's how you turn simple passing into something dangerous, into goals. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through 2 real in-game passing examples to help you understand how to read your center-forward movement and positioning while you pass. By doing that, you will sharpen your vision, make your passing more effective, and start making your center-forward a real threat instead of just a spectator. That's how you turn simple possession into exciting, winning football. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright. Let's break down this play step by step. As soon as Kovacic picks up the ball in midfield, here's what I see. Haaland is isolated near the center circle surrounded by 4 United players with one midfield even pressing hard to cut off a potential pass. But at the same time, Haaland is actively making a run, trying to drag defenders and create space between lines. And just behind Kovacic, Vardio is in a better position, completely unmarked, with a much clearer angle to deliver the ball to Haaland. So instead of having Kovacic try to pass directly to Haaland, I pass to Vardio. But this isn't just a simple pass backward, it's a smart setup based on Haaland's positioning and run. That's what makes it a vision pass, not just holding on to position, but building toward a real attacking opportunity. Now Vardio's got the ball, and look at Haaland's position. This is a golden moment. He is one-on-one with Euro, and given Haaland's speed and strength, I'm confident he can win that matchup, so I don't hesitate. I look at the space between Euro and Mazraoui, and play a long ball right into that gap. This is where vision comes in. I'm not just seeing where Haaland is, I'm seeing where he's going. And right here, it all comes together. Haaland uses his physicality to beat Euro, breaks through the backline, and scores a clean one-on-one goal. In this entire sequence, only 2 passes were made, one back to Vardio, one long ball forward, but both were based on reading Haaland's movement and positioning. That's the power of passing with vision, not just keeping the ball, but using it to unlock chances. Let's take a look at this second example. It all starts right after we win the ball back with a quick counter. I immediately give the ball to Foden. Now Haaland isn't in a great position at this point. Ugarte is closing down fast, limiting his space to receive. At this same time, Luke Shaw is also stepping up, trying to block both Foden's dribble and any potential pass into Haaland. So what do I see? I notice that United's defensive shape is tight, but my right back Rico Lewis is already making a fast overlapping run down the wing. So instead of forcing toward Haaland, I took a touch with Foden and play a through ball into Lewis's path, using his run to open up the field. As Lewis picks up the ball at full speed, Ugarte quickly recovers, shifting over to try and block the passing lane into Haaland. If I try to cross right now, there's a high chance Ugarte gets a deflection. And even if it reaches Haaland, he's tightly marked by Euro. So based on what I'm reading in real time, I press R2 to make a sharp stop, using that sudden deceleration to escape Ugarte. This quick stop creates a gap behind him, opening up the zone. Suddenly, United's box is exposed and Haaland is left one-on-one with only Euro in front of him. I use the space between Ugarte and Mount as visual guide, then deliver a cross behind Euro's back. At that moment, Euro is already sprinting toward his own goal to protect the box, which makes it nearly impossible for him to turn and clear the ball with a header. Haaland gets in front of Euro and finishes cleanly, just before Euro can get off a header clearance. What's important here is none of this was random. In this example, Foden's dribble and Lewis' run were not just to show off. They were tools to serve the pass. The entire passing logic was based on vision, reading positioning, timing runs, and waiting for the right moment. Vision makes your passes smarter, but it also makes your dribble more purposeful. No more dragging the ball around just for style. When you pass and dribble with intent, your eFootball gameplay becomes more modern, efficient, and dangerous. Alright, that's it for today's video. I hope it gave you a clearer idea of how to pass with vision and make your center forward truly dangerous. In future videos, I will go into more detail about how to use full manual passing as well as tips for better dribbling and ball control. If you enjoyed this video and find it helpful, don't forget to drop me a free like. It really helps. Thanks for your support, and I will see you in the next one.